evening. Welcome back to the Think It's All Over, your weekly football podcast from three Muppets who should know better, but they absolutely don't. I'm Ash, I support Newcastle. We've got Liam, who supports Everton, and Crippy, who supports Villa. How are we doing, boys?
Pretty good, Ash.
Okay.
Have you got your pugil sticks? What was that?
Bit deaf after the intro. It was very loud for me. I don't know why.
It did come on loud. I thought it was just my headphones.
Yeah, that's it.
Proper loud. How are we doing? Are we all still friends?
We'll find out in there.
But we shall see. Right, let's kick off with our score predictions from last week. We have a very colourful chart this week, lads.
Just
check that one out.
Ooh, all right, okay.
Got a little bit of a extra there on the West Ham Forest because Basha was in the comments when 3-0 and we called it super frisky.
Yeah,
and it wasn't frisky enough.
He messaged me and he said he was gutted. He thought he'd nailed it. Yeah, he thought he had it.
We all called that one very wrong.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, you got it right-ish.
Just about.
Hell of an echo tonight. Is that you again, Crippy?
Oh, that's weird. I hope not. We'll see.
It's always you. That's gone now anyway. It doesn't matter.
It's because he's muted himself. That's fine.
I think it's definitely me.
So I got 2 right this week. Unfortunately, one of them.
But yeah, are you happy with that one though?
No, I am not.
Yeah,
not happy at all. But it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah. So that prediction got me to win this week. Crippy, you had your Mystic Meghead on again.
yeah, redeem myself after a bad few weeks.
Pretty bad. Yeah, not a bad week after all. Andy did a
I went for Chelsea to beat Tottenham. What was I thinking?
I think, didn't we all?
Yeah.
Everyone except Andy. I don't know. I think there was a reason for it, but
yeah, we were hopeful.
It didn't pan out, did it? And there's Andy.
Hello, Andy.
There. Just wouldn't be the same without you. You get to see.
He'll be buzzing
next week.
Did you see the speaking of Leeds? Sorry, did you see the celebration when Junior Firpo scored for Leeds? It was emotional.
No,
that's why I'm sad Andy's not on today because he scored the winner, and they just went nuts. All the players went nuts. The manager went nuts, and then there was the owner was like crying in the stand as well. It was pretty cool. Proper, that was a big goal, absolutely big goal.
Did you think it was?
I thought you were talking about Tommy Fury then, like crying in the ring after he beat a YouTuber.
Yeah. Very similar.
Seriously, did he?
Yeah. It's emotional when you're fighting, isn't it? Yeah, so
the boxer beat a YouTuber and started crying. Yeah,
it's all the hormones.
Fucking then, let's just get straight into it, lads. We have got a big debate that has raged on in our little Facebook group this week. Obviously, Crippy's smiling already because he got the 3 points. He got a 2-0 win. Liam, not so impressed with how it went down. And no, hang on. Let's go with Andy first. That was
big goal there. Big goal, nevertheless.
Yeah. So let's get stuck into the decision, the VAR decision that ruined Liam's weekend. Did it actually go to VAR, this penalty decision? Didn't it?
No.
No, is that the problem?
Yeah.
Wasn't a clear and obvious error. And they were right.
Well,
see, if it's a penalty, it is. But I think I have got. There we go. We have the image in question. From that angle there, that looks like he gets the ball.
That was the angle they showed on TV as well. That's all I'm saying.
I will say that I was totally in support of you, Liam, when you sent through the video clip, 100%. And then I watched it on a bigger screen, and I don't think he actually did get the ball.
He doesn't. He kicks
it from that angle, or was it a different one?
It might have been that one. It was on the Sky Sports highlights.
There's two angles. That angle shows him, looks like he wins the ball, but the other angle, obviously, is different. But like my argument is, element of doubt. Why are you going to punish someone? But then at the same time, FA Cup,
Oh, what was allowed for?
I didn't even know they were playing.
Yeah, two free FA Cup games on now.
Mm.
But yeah, no,
Oh,
penalty.
we don't do FA Cup.
If there's an element of doubt, then I just don't understand it. But considering the ramifications of what could come from it, it's a bit. I don't know.
I think that's the biggest thing, isn't it? It's what it means. It's not what it is. It's what it meant for Everton. But yeah, it got a bit fierce in the old chat.
Well, honestly, Twitter was just a hellscape. Everton fans were going mad, and then the Everton fans that were saying it's a penalty, lads, move on. They were getting absolutely slaughtered from the other fans as well. So it was, I felt for anyone that was saying otherwise because they were getting absolutely panned by people. But again, the first angle, even I thought he took the ball at the end, but again, I was adamant he went through the player to do it because you can't get your leg around like that and not clip the player. So it's either, even if he did do that, it's a foul if he gets the player first. But then the other angle shows that he kicks the grass and the ball, he doesn't even touch the ball.
This is the issue,
which obviously that referee... kills it. The match of the day angle was definitive.
Match of the day.
But clearly the ref, they must have looked on the screen when they were doing the VAR check to say no. It's
this is the issue. The guy on the VAR was Chris Kavanagh, who has a history of terrible decisions with us. I mean, the start of the game, the very first minute, Onana tackled Leon Bailey. The referee said, "Can we check for a possible red card?" 2 minutes later, he goes, "No red card, okay. Yellow card, here you go." So, why not? You can't give a yellow card after VAR. You either give the yellow card or red card and then say, no red card, it's a yellow. You can't give a yellow card from VAR communications. It's not in the rules.
I'm not sure either about that one. I'll be honest, I'm not an expert on that, so I don't know.
Well,
Kavanagh's in for a fucking hammering tonight, isn't he?
So Kavanagh is also the referee that was in charge of, I don't know if you remember, we played Man United with Ancelotti behind, obviously, COVID. And Sigurdsson scored in the last minute. And Calvert-Lewin scored in the last minute. Sigurdsson was flagged for offside. But...
thing is, I feel for Everton because first half, they're all over us. No doubt. Smash us in the first half completely. But as they've said themselves, they didn't take their chances, and we punished them for it. So they feel robbed, certainly. But I don't feel they were robbed because of any refereeing decisions. It was just the decision called was correct. They didn't take their chance.
That is very debatable.
But it's not, though, is it? When you see the other angle, you can see it's clear. He doesn't touch the ball at all.
The first angle that everybody sees is him winning the ball. This is the thing.
But the ref's not looking at that replay angle, is the ref's looking in the game?
The referee should get to see that angle. That's what I'm getting at. That's my whole argument. The referee should be like, right, okay, I've not seen it correctly. Let me see the screen.
But if they don't think there's any doubt in the VAR office, they're not going to speak to the ref about that. They'll just say, play on, that's fine.
But
that's why there's no mistake being made.
Is looking at that angle, how can he look at that angle and be like, yeah, 100% foul? Because that's what they showed.
Right.
That's my argument. Like, how can you look at that angle and be like, yeah, it's 100% a foul? It's not 100%. It's, well, actually, it looks like he's got the ball from that angle, but from this one, he's not. So, you know what, referee, you're in charge. Go and have a look. That's what should have been done.
But do we definitely know that they didn't see the other angle before making a decision?
But he should have done either way. That's what I'm getting at. He should have been like, there's two angles here. You need to have a look at yourself. You're the referee of the game, not me. I'm not going to make it about me again. Here you go, referee. You do it yourself.
The point is, it wasn't used when it should have, as opposed to...
Well, it was a correct decision, so let's give them some credit when it's due.
You're the only person that said it was a correct decision. But
you don't still think it was a foul? So you don't still think it was a good tackle?
He's won the ball. How was the ball going the opposite direction?
Well, if you could show the replay from the front, and if you can show me where he touches the ball, I would love to know. Because that'll take some editing.
Direction, then. How does the ball go the opposite direction?
It must be the spin on the ball, because he definitely doesn't touch it. He kicks the grass. They even cleared up on the match of the day. They zoomed in and said, doesn't touch the ball.
He does kick the grass.
So it's the right decision.
I've not watched Match of the Day. I don't watch Match of the Day. So
I put the video in the chat. I put in should clear that up because you got the front angle that
The
you
video
cannot
from the
deny
Aston
it.
Villa fan. Okay.
But you can. That's why I showed the video. You can see it. There's no way that it can be argued he won the ball now. I thought he did from that side angle because it looks like he does with the ball. The way the ball turns when he gets his leg in. But then, like I say, I knew if you saw the other angle, it would clear it up. And the minute you see it from the front, you can see he doesn't even get near it.
I've not seen anything else. All I've seen is that because I wasn't even watching the game. All I saw was that on Twitter. I was like,
yeah,
great.
But like I said, the players gave it away. They all knew. Even Gay knew. He does that terrified reaction because he knows what he's done. And when you're robbed from a decision, you go mental at the ref.
You feel like that, put his hand on his head and say, "Are you real? How is that a penalty?"
No, Gay does that and looks like a guilty kid. He's put his hand in the cookie jar. The other players don't have any reaction, and then one of them goes like that head on, and that's it. There's no gesticulating to the ref. They know they've not been robbed. They just get on with it. Gay tries to make like a pathetic attempt to the ref to be like, "Oh, I'll just talk to you to make it look like I'm fighting my case, but I know it's a foul. I'm just going to not admit it." It's undeniable. Undeniable.
Is wild.
But you can tell by body language when they give it away.
Over here. Gonna get sued.
They give it away from how they respond to it, and you could see that no one was fighting that it was a wrong decision.
That's what you believe, Crippy. That's fine.
That's the truth. You should have been ahead in the first half. Don't blame us. You can't finish your chances. We eventually took ours.
The players at the end of the day. I mean,
we even cleared one off the line. That's how close Everton got, and somehow they didn't put it in. And again, no denial about it. We should have been behind in the first half.
Maybe inches not over the line. Have you seen the still picture?
It was closer than I thought. I didn't even think it was close to the line. Then I saw the replay. I was like, oh my God, Mings really was casual.
I thought he would. I thought he'd got it like a foot before the line or something like that, but no.
Same, because the way he was like so calm with it, I was like, okay, and I was like, all right, Mings, do you want to hurry up next time?
Well, the worst for me, I was in Manchester because it was one of my mate's birthday, so we were in the pub and I had it on my phone every now and again, but Sky Sports was on, so I was like, oh, for fuck's sake,
yeah,
because I couldn't hear it, so they kept going to whoever it was, reporting the Everton game. It was like, right, so there's either been a goal for Everton, a goal for Villa, or a chance for one of those two teams. Yeah. Which one is it?
Yeah, it was all Everton for the first, I'd say 50 minutes or so. And then after the goal line clearance, I think that's when we turned it around. But then the goal just took the life out of them, as it does.
Because it's just Villa to sit back and just counter-attack, because obviously you have to throw players forward.
Yeah.
I mean, the second goal is very annoying because Cody should do a lot better than that.
I was going to say, actually, to you, like, how has he been since he has moved? Because he got done by an over-the-top ball in the first half to Watkins that looked quite ordinary, and then he obviously got skinned by Buendia for the goal that, I don't know, shouldn't be really getting turned inside out like that. You should sort of just stand your ground, not go over commit. It just
seems so slow. For the Buendia one, like, because Tarkowski comes across and basically says, push, like, get him out.
Yeah.
He had it covered, but I don't know. I mean, I like Cody, but I'd rather see, like, Godfrey play.
Pickford was livid at Cody for it, wasn't he? He was absolutely fuming when he did that.
Yeah. I mean, but I'd rather Godfrey play because, I mean, I like Godfrey as it is, but he's got pace as well. And that's something that we do not have in that defence.
Yeah.
I mean, Cody and Tarkowski, I mean, I think I could run ring round them probably.
Well, you remember that video of Tarkowski getting burned by, I can't remember who it was, but down the right flank. I can't remember what player it was, but he got absolutely burned down the right. And I was like, bloody hell, he hasn't got the legs, has he? He's a good defender, but not the most athletic when it comes to sprinting.
No.
Didn't Pickford make a blinding save at one point? I seem to remember.
He did like a claw sort of thing, didn't he?
When Watkins was in. Made a good. Oh, that was it. That was a good point actually. People were moaning that was a foul, and it's like no, because he actually took the ball. That was
Watkins.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Liverpool fans kicking off because of Van Dijk.
Of course. Yeah. He took the ball. Fine. Absolutely right. Watkins wasn't complaining. Everyone moved. No players had anything.
I think he asked the question is just to say, did anything? No.
Yeah. And then it's like no. He's come out. He's taken the ball first, and then that's fine.
Yeah.
But there's enough that Everton shouldn't be dismayed about where they're going because if they perform like that in the first half, they'll be fine.
I know that's Jesse Marsh tactics, that though, isn't it? It's like,
we didn't score.
They played all right, but getting your points. But I'm happy.
Yeah, but Worley's playing all right when you're saying so because I don't. I think Andy's never picked them up with their performance, has he?
The difference was, Everton actually did. And we need to have a minute of silence for Leeds.
Bloody hell.
Having a goal disallowed and then going 1-0 down straight after. Poor Andy. Which sucks because one of the points tonight was to talk about the rise of Leeds. They've got the shit together and seem to be on the march a bit.
They've got a few good wide players that are really exciting to watch, and they seem to. I've noticed Leeds kind of are quite ugly the first half of games, but then when the game opens up, they've got sort of good. That Somerville's a really good player. Gets a lot of the ball. They're quite good direct. He likes to take on a player really quick as well. So yeah, they've got enough there, but it's just how they start games. They tend to start games quite badly. It takes them a while to get into it. But Southampton were just god awful, so they had enough opportunity to put them to bed.
Absolutely, my favourites to go down. Southampton.
They're done. Yeah, they're done. They look terrible. They're defensively awful.
Yeah, I think they got that lucky win the other week, but I think that was their peak.
Yeah, it was a myth almost, wasn't it? Which is weird because everyone thought their recruitment was okay, in the summer with like Lavia and whatnot, but it just hasn't clicked for them.
One of those things, yeah.
Absolutely. The minute the game opens up, Leeds look great.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like Somerville's not. I wouldn't say he's highly intelligent when it comes to when they playing against a low block, but when he's got space to run into, he's absolutely terrifying. Because he'll get to the ball first, and he did that against Southampton. I think it led to the goal as well. So that's definitely where they're best at, opening the game up and playing direct. He's been through the water there already.
He's on next week, I think, Andy. He'll be bald. He'll just pulled all his hair out. Sent it in a parcel to Graeme Potter. Hair and dog shit.
He's not the only melancholy man there is, he, Ash?
No.
We have to talk about it, mate, aren't we?
No.
This could be a therapy session too.
Nothing happened this weekend. It was Newcastle didn't have a fixture.
Well, I was annoyed, mate. I was rooted for you. I've seen Newcastle fans like out and about, and some people were giving it a bit of banter. I was like, I wanted Newcastle to win,
A lot of people did, yeah. I mean, because the hatred for Man United runs deeper than any that people have for Newcastle, even in spite of the new regime that they all.
It's the narrative as well, isn't it? I'm just sick of
international. But I wasn't expecting us to win.
I know it was bad timing, wasn't it? They were
everything was against us.
Yeah.
Like Wembley's just not a happy hunting ground for us at the best of times. But when you lose your keeper and then have to use your fourth choice, who isn't a bad keeper at all, man. No, I'm not
just
buying into all
this
shit about. It's just rust now for him.
Yeah.
I think I honestly think he shook that game off now. I think he's managed to put it behind him.
Did you see the warm up before the game with he has the warm up? I'm not seeing it.
Did you have a few sort of
I did see some.
He's doing like little volleys at him, like drop kicks, and one goes straight at him and it goes straight through his arms into the back of the net.
Oh, poor bastard!
So I was just like, great.
I did see something online about him dropping clangers in the warm-up, but I missed it on the telly. But
they always say get them out of the way before the game.
Exactly, doesn't count when it's just
exactly. Yeah,
I thought Newcastle played really well. Hit by a couple of sucker punch goals. We put up a better fight than I was expecting, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It didn't look like the occasion got to them. It was just literally a case of Man United were a better team.
But again, when you had to get that goal, they know they've got that pace, so they can just sit back.
Yeah.
The issue now. Yeah. Unless you get that goal, and it's like, oh, right, what do we do now?
Exactly.
And they were absolutely brilliant at just soaking up the pressure. They just let us have the ball. They knew we weren't going to get through. I mean, we're struggling to score at the best of times, but against a defence like Man United, it was just like, it was never going to happen. I mean, it might have had more chance of happening had somebody just took a fucking shot.
It's frustrating, isn't it, to probe? I know, you probe and probe. And it's like, we're not going to win this game unless someone actually tests the goalkeeper.
And the only one who does is fucking Jacob Murphy, Scarecrow.
That was the last minute, right, as well?
Yeah, and then there was one earlier on as well. I think even the co-commentator went, "You don't do that. Don't do that." He was at the stupid angle. He had options in the middle, and he went for the shot. I was like, "Yeah, that's the old scarecrow for you." But yeah, I would put that one down. That was a free hit for us. That was the first.
Was he offside though, Casemiro?
Oh, 100%.
Looked at the replay, didn't he? Looked at
There's a lot of again like the Villa penalty thing. There's a lot of fans from Newcastle saying it was definitely onside. I'm not sure because I've zoomed in on this.
Why is it on this angle? I don't understand. Why is it?
I hate it as well.
With the line, like it's just
the line doesn't make
made
sense.
Up.
But you can see a green dot under the furthest forward defender's foot.
Yeah.
There is no green dot under Casemiro's foot, which means he's closer to the line. Therefore, offside, no? Surely. That's my argument anyway. I mean, it's gone, it's done now. Sucked. And then have Sven Botman score an own goal that was given to him in the end.
What was it?
That was just a sucker punch.
Yeah.
For like one of our most solid. He didn't have the best of games, I don't think. But all season he's been our most solid player, and then that happens to him in a cup final.
Yeah.
Devastating. But at first I was like, what the fuck's Carrier's done? It just went through his hands. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I saw the replays I was like, I'll let him off.
Not to be pessimistic though, Ash, but obviously the defeat sucks, but Newcastle, like you say, have been in good form leading up to it. And I think you've just dipped out of the top 4 as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we're down.
So it's like now it's a case of, oh no, is this going to be even still top 6 would have been incredible, but it's like deflating, isn't it, to then be up there and then slowly edge down as the season goes on.
Always one. Yeah, the season is starting to fall apart a little bit. I think we've sort of run out of ideas.
Did you throw out the excuse of, they've been one eye on the cup? Has he used that one yet, Eddie Howe?
No, I don't think he has. I have.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I used it yesterday in an article. But I don't think it was true. Just fishing for excuses. Because
I mean, will be some element. Obviously, players will have one eye on it because they don't want to get injured. But
yeah, at the end of the day,
in January,
they get paid shitloads of money to be able to handle those situations. And I don't know.
The World Cup is the worst for that, though, isn't it? When there's the World Cup coming along, for like 2 months, they're talking about, they're going to arrest him. He doesn't want to get injured. And it's like, yeah, but for how long? You've got a season to play. You've got trophies to win. Like, you can't just take 2 months off. God
just down stools.
They do. They talk about it like, the manager's going to is he going to leave the match? Like, no, he's not. Because as much as managers want the best for their players in the tournaments, they still need to win games. They can't afford to drop their best players.
Club football comes before international for me.
Exactly. It makes your international career, doesn't it? You don't play well at club level, you don't get called up. So you have to make sure that bit's done.
Yeah, you kind of have to play to get picked.
Yeah. It's not a given, is it? You're going to get into the team. So
not at all. But yeah, back to Newcastle. Like I was going to say before that this cup final felt like a free hit for us because we got there a lot quicker than we were expecting to. I wasn't expecting to see us in the final or competing at the top half of the table for at least another 2 years. So we had every right to just go down there and just enjoy the day, I think. And that's what we did.
The issue is, though, if you don't replicate this next season.
Eddie Howe's gone.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only likely outcome, I think.
It's very hard to finish in the top 6 consecutive seasons, isn't it? It is very hard to do that, no matter what. Even if you're, like, say, look at Liverpool and Chelsea this season.
Yeah, I mean it's hard enough anyway. But we've got like Man United marching again now. They look like team reborn. Tottenham are starting to pick up again, which is annoying. I've totally written them off.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, next season when they've all had a summer and a couple more players in. It's not going to be as easy, I don't think. Not that it has been easy, but But Liam's got a point here saying Max scores that first chance there on Sunday. Completely different game.
Yeah.
He had a decent game, actually. Maximin, not his best. Some people thought he was our best player on the pitch. Don't agree with that.
It's just because everything he does tends to be positive, isn't it? So it looks like he's always affecting the game.
It's always positive until the last decision. That's what I don't
exactly.
like.
Yeah, he always plays. He always tries to play forward, but a lot of the times it's not.
I agree.
He's having a mental breakdown. Liam, I agree. Yeah, so Maximin, I think this is his last season at Newcastle, if I'm being brutally honest.
If there's value in selling him, I'd agree.
Now's the time. Now's the time before his contract runs down, or everybody realizes that he's not actually as good as he looked under Steve Bruce.
Well, you don't really miss him, do you?
No, not at all.
Considering, so it's, yeah.
If everyone's fit, I mean, there are players who get in ahead of them every week.
Especially now they got Claire Bolden anyway. Oh, I mean, and they got.
Call him Claire Bolden all you like. He's still a good player.
Good up there. And Miggy, obviously, with his new deal, he's absolutely mustard.
Yeah, Miggy having the season of his life, although, again, like everybody else, he's gone off the boil since the World Cup. Max had a good game when Dal came off fire and he struggled. Oh, yeah, Wan-Bissaka had him in his pocket.
Good one-on-one defender.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think 5 players in the summer is a minimum requirement, and get a couple of them out. Starting with Jacob Murphy, because I'm just sick of seeing him.
I used to write about him when I was doing covering Newcastle.
70 minutes, here he comes.
Yeah, I know. It was baffling to me that, you know, like Matt Ritchie, Murphy, they were all still there, and for so many years, it felt like Newcastle kind of need to move on from these players if they want to be to the next level. These guys aren't really Premier League.
No, we need to ditch the sentimentality. And
I think so. I'm sure they're good eggs.
Yeah, probably great lads to have around, but we need players now, not just chaps for the band.
Do you think Eddie Howe's? Again, I don't want to. I still think Newcastle are still worthy of challenging for top 4, but if they did miss out and got Europa, do you think that's kind of more annoying than just not finishing in Europe at all, really? Because Europa fucks up your schedule because you're always playing a day after everyone else.
Thursday, Sunday.
Yeah, it feels like we're catching up.
Pretty much do that anyway. Sky pick all of our games.
True.
We're either playing on a Sunday or fucking 5:30 on a Saturday, which I hate.
You just might have to qualify early in the season, don't you, for the tournament, and then you've got a couple more games if you get into the last 32 because there are so many more teams. It just adds a few more games.
There's half a championship. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Vibes FC.
Yeah.
I think I was saying this to Kev the other night that I don't want us to finish in Champions League spots.
You think it's too much too soon?
Yeah, as awesome as it be to say we finish top 4, it's just, it'll kill us next year. Like, yes, having Champions League football makes it easier to attract players. Obviously, it's more money, but it's too soon to be challenging on that kind of level. We need to get these 4 or 5 players in the summer and then go for the Champions League.
Yeah.
And then build on it again, and then we'll be at that level, I think, if you get what I mean.
I guess it's just, for someone like Bruno, if you do get top 4, and if it is a bit too quick, it keeps him there, doesn't it? Players like him,
especially Real Madrid sniffing about now.
Yeah, and that's the thing, he is a very good midfielder, so it just shuts up anyone that.
Same up to Leicester. They were just underprepared. Anyway,
now you're in a position to poach their players.
Yeah, well,
how good life is.
Taking us plenty of time to get the Madison deal over the line, isn't it?
So I was going to say, so you're saying 5 new players, so what positions and what players? Obviously, Madison's one, but
we're after a left back. Kieran Tierney seems to be.
I saw that.
At the minute, which would be.
Is he not always injured though?
Yeah, he is.
That's not a big risk to take.
That's why I also want to get
busy.
It's all right because we've got Matt Target as well, who's always injured. So as long as they're always injured with a different talent, we can just swap them
it. Yeah.
So left back Kieran Tierney. Obviously James Madison's still on the list. Creative midfielder. We need another striker because Callum Wilson's losing it. I hate to say it, but yeah, he's one on the list of people who's fighting for his future. And I think wingers as well still. Because St. Maximin, not great. Almiron, yeah, he's had a good season, but is he really as good as this season's shown him up to be?
But needs to be pushed. If he's got competition, that might get the best of him as well. That can also
Exactly,
help,
yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, he had that run, didn't he? And then World Cup came.
So you're
couldn't
happy
quite
with
pick it
your
up.
centre mid pairing of Gamarish and, I don't know, is it Joe Willock or Joe Linton?
Joe Willock, Joe Linton, then three is all right, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind another midfielder.
I was going to say, but surely, and no disrespect to Joe Linton, but got to get someone better than him.
Oh, he was my man of the match on Sunday.
He is.
No, he might be man of the match, but if
terrier,
he needs to take that next level, surely, do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Kev's hitting the nail on the head there, right side of centre back. We need somebody as well to go alongside Botman.
Is that to replace Fabian Schär?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not because he's crap, he's just
getting
a bit long in the tooth.
Yeah. Are you after Conor Gallagher? Because he'd be good. That'd be a good signing for Newcastle.
Apparently he's on the list, but Chelsea just won't deal with us.
Which is annoying because it's like you're going to kill that guy's career. He should be playing for Newcastle.
Just being stubborn.
Yeah. Just let him go.
Yeah, Liam just wants Big Joe Everton. Linton.
All right.
I'd have him a better all day.
He's class.
Yeah.
Hell of a midfielder. But yeah, like you say, is he Champions League? Probably not. So yeah, Conor Gallagher's
squad player, yeah, but like I said, he's not that player that's going to take it to that next level.
Yeah, he's not on the list of people to sell, but
he's the last. He's the last on the list, isn't he? When you look at players you want to get rid of, you look at the Murphy, those players first, Shaker Murphy, and then you work your way up to Joe Linton when you're confident the squad's good enough.
Yeah, you start to go up and start to think, right, these people can stay in the squad, maybe not first team, and
because that's what so many there are Man United fans talking about their club after the final. They're going, we've got to get rid of 6 players in the summer. Maguire's got to go. I was just like, Maguire's not going to get sold if he's useful to the club. And who do you think is going to come in and spend 70 mil on him? Like, fans always think that it's like Football Manager, you can just sell any player you want to get rid of. Managers can't afford to make wholesale changes every summer because it's just a mess otherwise, isn't it? So if there are players that are still useful in some form, they might not be where you want to be. You're not going to be the Champions League level or whatever, but like I say, Joe Linton's still got a lot in his game that he's useful for. He's still going to be useful in the Premier League against 75% of the teams in the league. Can match, So he's not going to get sold for a long time, really, is he? If Shelby lasted that long, and Shelby was a useful player, he was respected like that.
There you go. Perfect analogy.
And I do like Shelby. It's not a disrespect to him, but he's one player that was always. A lot of people are always like, "Oh, when are we going to sell him?" Everyone's like, "Well, he's useful. Shelby is a useful player."
I was one of those people though. Like, when are we getting rid of him? And then he'd play, and I'm like, "No, we don't get rid of him."
Yeah.
Like we have nobody else who can pick that pass that he.
That's when there are worse players down there that should go well before he does.
Yeah, exactly. Jacob Murphy. But you mentioned Man United there, and I want to talk about the job that Ten Hag's done since he's come in. He's absolutely turned them around. Like they were an absolute joke of a club before he arrived, and it took him a while, didn't it? But
he did what Klopp did.
Ragnar did point all this stuff out. Yeah, Ragnar pointed all this out. There's too many big personalities.
Yeah.
And like I said straight away, Ronaldo, sin of it, mate.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it, how much better they are after they got rid of him.
Because they stopped passing him the ball. He's not the player he used to be, but he's still got the ego, and that's the problem. They would pass him the ball all the time, and he isn't that guy anymore. If he would sacrifice himself for the team, he'd be an amazing player to be with. But because he still has the mentality that he's still a big game player when he's not, that was the issue. And obviously, he really was not as big a professional as they used to make out in the media, because clearly he was kicking off behind the scenes, being toxic,
just being an absolute pain in the arse.
Yeah, so much so that they got him they just had to cancel his contract, didn't they?
Yeah,
which is mental. How many through the season?
I know.
One thing that's annoyed me is how they all love Rashford again all of a sudden. Half of them want
after all the shit they
did. True. Yeah,
no one of them gone.
Yeah.
Oh, we should stop focusing on charities, focus on football.
Yeah. But fans are figuring out,
hence why he's absolutely nailing it. But
I've not seen him talk about school meals for a while, to be fair. His form's been incredible. He's been on it.
Absolute baller at the minute. But yeah, Ten Hag coming in, Ronaldo going out, absolutely transformed that club. And now they just need to sort the ownership out.
Yeah.
And things could get pretty fucking scary again. Having them back up the top.
They're going to have an investor, aren't they? They're just going to have money. They're going to spend. Because Man United make tons of money.
Well, coming in is a massive signing because he's free. Well, Rashford for one. But he's also seen like Sancho coming in and being the player that we thought he was going to be. Yeah. I don't think he's a wide player though. I think he needs to play as like a floating 10. He doesn't have that. He's got pace, but he's not got pace. Do you know what I mean?
I know, yeah, weirdly I do.
You can see it for England, couldn't you? For England, he always played out wide and it never suited him, did it? So I know exactly what Liam means.
Yeah. Casemiro, just fucking unbelievable, really. Weird faced, like garbage pail kid, but absolutely unbelievable.
I've always, it's like I'm a big chess player, and they say in chess, you're more likely to win the game if the center of your board is solid. And it's just like in football. If you've got solid midfielders, it makes such a big difference because it just means you can control the game more. And having Casemiro there is proof of it because he can do everything in there. You can win the ball, but he can also play. He can play with the ball high up the pitch, and he can contribute to a goal or two. So it's no surprises since they brought him in, they've actually become a team worthy of challenging for something. Whereas before they didn't have that because they just didn't respect centre mid as a key area to strengthen.
They're genuinely talking about quadruple now. Like, that is mad. It wasn't that long ago they were just languishing in the mid-table and like.
Let's rewind one more. Let Liverpool talk about the quad as well.
Yeah. Well.
Oh God.
Andy's still on a meltdown, bless him.
Oh, Andy.
And on the other end of the spectrum, there's Graeme Potter, who genuinely I didn't think would still be in a job by the time he went live tonight, but he's still hanging on in there.
It must be the most toxic dressing room ever because for him not to be sacked must be like, yeah, we know that this is a nightmare. We're just going to let you ride through it, and then we'll discuss it in the summer. Because I don't know how. It must be awful. It must be awful in there.
You must be hating it because it will not just be the dressing room; it's the media as well.
Yeah.
Like every time he turns out, it's like, is this your last game in charge? Then
I know.
Fuck off, mate. I mean, what kind of questions are that?
And obviously, the English media were riding him for a year before because of Brighton and how he did back in Sweden, and now he's like a laughing stock. That's what happens, isn't it? People always see the Premier League as the end all of your career. If you fail in the Premier League, you're a failure as a manager. And he's probably thinking, I've worked my ass off for years to get a modicum of respect from the media, and now they're trashing me because it's not going well at Chelsea. When so many other managers have been chewed up and spat out of that club.
Pure British media, though, innit? Build somebody up just to tear them down.
Yeah.
I would love nothing more than for turn around for him. I mean, I'm not asking about Chelsea doing well, but for Potter himself, I would love for him to turn it around. But
I never liked the appointment.
No, it literally just feels like Todd Bowley knows he's fucked up.
Yeah.
But isn't willing to admit it by sacking him.
Because what are they going to do this season?
Let it play out.
Yeah, let it play out, and they'll save some money with compo and whatnot. There must be a break. I bet there's a break clause in the summer. Because I can imagine they've got some power over Potter, haven't they? He's not exactly.
Oh dear! As long as
nice guys,
in the rep,
nice guys just don't do well at Chelsea, do they? You need a strong personality.
Yeah, Liam saying Pochettino at Chelsea next. Didn't they approach him recently, like behind Potter's back, to sound him out?
Probably.
Was that Chelsea? It might not be.
I think
some club has
time off. With Conte at Spurs, is he out of contract in the summer as well? Conte.
Not sure.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
But with his health conditions, I reckon he'll be gone in the summer anyway. So Poch is coming back to the Prem, whether it's Tottenham or Chelsea, I don't know.
Yeah. Like Crippy says, he's been out of the game for too long now. It's like
I think he's going to find out.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Oh, you think this is going to be the end of him, do you?
I think so, because obviously we're expecting miracles from him, forgetting that he did have that bad season at Tottenham, which is why he got canned. And I think if he goes to Chelsea, which would be bizarre, it's a rebuild. Yeah, they've got a lot of new players in, but there's just so much tripe that he'd have to get out because he needs players all on the same wavelength. He doesn't come in and just have a mismatch of talent. He has players with a similar work rate, similar attitude to work with his style. So
that's why
there'll be so much work there.
He already knows the squad.
Yeah,
Most of the squad.
They're a harder working team than Chelsea are. They're easier to work with, the players are, than Chelsea for sure.
Got to be less toxic, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Chelsea have done too many egos. They've gone and bought all these players for stupid amounts of money. It's just made the heads explode, and now you have to deal with the fallout of that, haven't you? I mean,
they spent 20 million on Chukwuemeka from Villa. They signed our young midfielder, and he's had like 3 odd games. It's like, what was the plan? Is he one for the future or not? I didn't know what they were doing with that.
Fucking annoying, because Newcastle were after him, and he looked like a hell of a signing.
He is. He's good. But
I'll go to Chelsea, where dreams go to die.
I know.
An idiot.
He probably knew that it was going to be tough, but he thought, well, I got to see. I've got a chance. If I really do something crazy in training, I might get a go. But yeah, he's
got the chance to go and live in London on a fat wage. He knows he's got a good 2-3 years guaranteed.
Yeah,
and in that time, he'll probably get loaned out to some Premier League side.
Back to Villa.
Yeah. And then in a couple of years' time, he will probably end up like Newcastle.
Or more likely someone like Fulham, because no one will take the punt on him because Chelsea never give him the time he needed in the first team. But Chelsea just got like the horrible way of dealing. Like, they don't even look after their own that well. Conor Gallagher.
It's amazing player.
Yeah. Just treated like shit.
After what happened at Palace, I cannot believe they didn't try and wrap him in cotton wool and just say, right, we're going to make you our star, mate, because you are a hell of a player. Bizarre, that to me. It really is.
Give him that shot.
Yeah.
It's like
Palace we'll have him back if you're not going to play him. We'll have him.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, Callum Hudson-Odoi, how many bids have they rejected from Munich for him?
Yeah. We know how good he is as well.
Absolute art. I hate Chelsea. I hate the way that they run. I hate them just because they won't deal with it.
But it's because they stockpile talent, don't they? They stockpile talent because they recognise they don't want to strengthen a rival, but they actively run the club like a business and they don't care about the sentimentality of the players.
Not the fact that they're ruining poor people's careers.
Yeah. Just to not strengthen anyone else around them.
Assholes. Got one more point before we move on to scores, and I just want to know each of your opinion on the 3 teams that are going down this season. Because this is one of the tightest, most tense relegation battles I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Give me 10 minutes then, bloody hell. I'll let Crippy go first.
We all agree on Southampton, don't we? So
yeah, I think Southampton's a given. I hate to say it, but it's probably going to be Leeds. I know they've got this little resurgence going on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andy. I just don't think you've got the legs, mate. And then that third
I hope it's Wolves. No, you know what? I hope it's Leicester. We're 3 points behind Leicester.
I would piss myself if it was Leicester.
I mean, I'm just looking at the table.
Make it a lot easier for us to get Maddison as well.
Granted, we've got a game in hand, but it's Arsenal away tomorrow, so we're still on 21 points. Anyway, we are a point behind Leeds, 2 points behind West Ham, 3 points behind Wolves and Leicester, and 5 behind Forest. We play Forest on Sunday as well, by the way.
Southampton, Bournemouth, Leicester. That's a good 3.
We played Bournemouth last game of the season as well at home.
Could be a big game.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Bournemouth would probably be my 3rd.
I think Leeds as well. When I look at the relegation, I look at the managers, and I just can't see Dyche taking down Everton. I can't see Moyes taking down West Ham. But I can see Leeds going down. With,
I liked Moyes until he screwed us over. But I would love West Ham to go down for a couple of reasons. One, because the fella I work with, Eddie, as soon as we got beat on the weekend.
I loved it as personal. I love that.
Great.
So when they played Spurs, I sent a message saying Richarlison to start and he's going to score. I can't remember what he put. So I sent a GIF, and then full-time whistle went on Saturday. Instantly, You sent me the same gift. I was like,
yeah.
yesterday I wasn't in work, and he comes in straight away, and I told the GAs, went, "Where's Liam today? He's not in." Like, but yeah,
fucking Liam
sorry,
and his
I hope West Ham
personal
going.
beef.
I hope West Ham going. I'm just for that.
But it is mad. I'm like I say, I've never seen as many people involved in a relegation battle like in March. Basically, like usually you're looking at 4 or 5.
3 points separating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. 6 teams, sorry. That's crazy.
Yeah. Ridiculous. The only issue is though, every other team there strengthened in January. We didn't.
Exactly, yeah.
And every one of those teams, Southampton, Bournemouth, Leeds, West Ham,
2 wins and teams on it.
all
Exactly.
bought a striker. All bought
teams
a striker as well. We've not.
Yeah. And you're still relying on DCL, who'd rather be in the barber shop. If we beat Chelsea, we'll be 6 points behind them.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
That is mental.
I know.
And it's not like it can't be done either, because like, Chelsea...
Got a little run.
Yeah.
Anyway. Let's try not to think too much about the inevitable relegation.
Yeah. There was a manager I wanted to big up.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of it. So the Brighton manager, is it De Zerbi?
Oh yeah.
I think he's like an outside bet for manager of the season.
Nah,
Marco
Silva.
Yeah.
Marco Silva. But if you think
Marco
Brighton,
Silva's been great, yeah.
look at how many players Brighton lost over the summer. They obviously lost their manager. Trossard lost in January, but they lost loads. They lost like Basuma in the summer as well. I did a piece. They made 150 mil on players sold, spent 50 of it, and they're doing better than they were doing last season. That's pretty insane, isn't it?
Brighton's recruitment team is better than Reed and fucking Indeed combined.
I know.
Like, they lose a player, they get one in who's you've never heard of,
third of the price,
just as good, if not better, for half the price. They lose their manager. Everyone thinks they're going to go tits up. They bring another manager in who's just as good, if not better. Like, how the hell did they do it?
They've just quietly been class without really getting much media thing for it.
They look brilliant. On by Christmas. Sorry, I thought you said tosser of the season. Still better.
Yeah.
Well, if it's tosser of the season, I think we all know who wins that. Klopp. So carry on.
Yeah, absolutely. Put my vote in for that toothy bastard as well. Yeah, so De Zerbi, it's a good shout there, actually. Very overlooked.
Yeah. Just based on last season as well, because like I said, Brentford obviously deserve credit too for their hype there as well. But it's just the fact that Brighton lost so many people over the summer and they've still done better than last season. But I don't think anyone expected that. They probably all thought that Brighton were going to be down there in there thereabouts as well. Losing Basuma, Trossard, there was a couple more as well that I've forgotten. But some big name players they've lost. That's a Cucurella, the left back that's gone to Chelsea.
Sorry, Cucurella, whatever you want to call it.
Cucurella. You're in the plaza.
So yeah, credit to De Zerbi. I'm not saying that right either, but De Zerbi, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you mind.
Nah, because he won't watch. Top bottom of it, you'll never know.
I reckon Potter's a bit bitter as well. He's thinking like, I'm not having a good season at Chelsea, but if Brighton was struggling, at least then they might miss me. But now he's thinking, no one bloody wants me.
He's 4 points behind Brighton, but played 2 more games.
That's mad, isn't it? That's mad.
Madness. Anyway, score predictions, and it's a tough one to kick off with for our Liam here. Arsenal versus Everton.
What's that? So if Brighton win those 2 games in hand, they're level on points with Newcastle in 5th.
Yeah, mad. They're having a hell of a season.
Ridiculous, that.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Unbelievable. Yeah, we'll carry on. Arsenal versus Everton tomorrow night. Are you confident, Liam?
No.
No.
Is water wet?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Obviously, I meant. I don't know. Tired.
Anyway, what's your predictions for it?
1-1.
Look at him. Look at him.
Got it,
Feeling
Yeah,
hopeful.
I know.
Got to
You
back
got
them.
to. Yeah.
Andy's gone Arsenal 2-0, getting the boot in there. Arsenal 3-1 by
3-1.
Liam. Jesus.
Wow.
I'll go 2-1.
You've gone 2-1 Arsenal, I presume.
Yes.
I've
Sorry,
gone
Liam.
the same as Andy. I've
Yes,
gone
of course.
2-0.
Yeah. It's all right, Crippy.
But I think you're going to stay up. I've got you to stay up, so don't worry about that. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll stay up, but you ain't beating Arsenal.
Everyone can say we can stay up, but it doesn't matter because if we go down, it's like, well, I said you to stay up.
You don't. I think, like I said, take it from someone that's gone down. It's gross. No one talks about you. You get mocked for 3 years. Awful. We nearly went bankrupt.
Yeah.
We had a rogue owner who nearly bankrupted the club because he mortgaged all our money that was meant to be, had we got promoted, and then we didn't. We lost the playoff final, and he's like, "What? There's a playoff final. You can lose it." We're like, "Yeah, we lost. We're not promoted." And he's like, "Oh, right, we've got no money left." And then we did have a winding up order, so I wouldn't wish that upon Everton. Not a good long-term Premier League club.
No, not at all. Your friendly neighbours take on
No one our luck, right? We kick off 15 minutes earlier to this game. We'll be like 1-0 up, right? Say we win the game somehow. Wolves will go and beat Liverpool, so it would mean nothing.
Yeah, that seems to be how your season's going, isn't it?
Like what happened the other week. We beat Arsenal
1-0,
and then Wolves went and battered them 3-0.
Absolute madness.
Liverpool are a weird team this season, aren't they?
They are. I keep backing them to win, and I've done it again, and I never learn. I've got them winning 3-1 here.
At home is probably a safer bet. Away from home is just a free-for-all. Anything can happen.
Yeah, true.
Sorry,
Andy's got them 2-1.
Yeah, I'll match that. Ooh.
Liam's got 1-0 Wolves. Bloody hell.
I might want to score in Anfield. Bloody hell.
Yeah. What was yours, Liam?
It'd be 3-0 to them.
Early kickoff on Saturday. This fucking stinks. Coming off the back of the cup final, I think, to play the champions. Jesus Christ. Oh God, I've gone frisky on this.
Ooh.
But not in a good way.
Oh, you reckon you're going to get panned?
Yeah, I got Man City 3-1. It's just, I cannot see us winning it. Not in our current run of form. We can't score. Man City just have too much for us. And obviously
that's the problem
from the weekend.
You're not going to stop City scoring at home, so you need to score. And I agree with you. I don't think Newcastle. Yeah, I don't know if Newcastle will.
City 2-1. I'd be happy with that, to be honest. 2-1 City. Liam's are the same. Be more than happy with that. What's yours, Crippy?
I'll go 2-0.
Yeah, Liam.
Yeah.
2-2.
Ooh.
Desmond, you reckon?
Ooh.
I would love that. I mean,
I get the reference. I like the reference.
I get that one.
Yeah, I got that
one. Arsenal, Bournemouth. Fixtures are coming thick and fast for Arsenal now, aren't they? So, is there a point
no
where
more games in hand stuff.
Run out of steam. They're not going to do it against the Bournemouth, let's be honest. But
no.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll leave mine. Liam, what have you got for this one?
I wonder what you've got. 1-0 Bournemouth.
Did you see them against City, by the way, Bournemouth?
No.
They can't defend to save their life, man. Oh, my God. No. They are just all over the shop.
Andy thinks they're going to ship 3. Liam thinks they're going to ship 2.
4-0 Arsenal.
Yeah.
You don't want 4-0 Arsenal?
Yeah.
Crippy, what have you got?
3-0.
3.
Yeah.
I've gone 4 as well.
Yeah.
Maybe not that frisky after all. Your boys versus Palace, Crippy.
2-1 Villa. Yeah, 2-1 Villa.
It's your go-to for Villa, isn't it? 2-1.
It is, yeah. I mean, we need to back up our ideas because, like I say, we were terrible against Everton for the first half, and Palace are no slouches, but I reckon we'll
win. Okay, Liam.
Yeah, 2-0 Villa.
2. I've gone 1-0 Villa.
Mm.
And he's
1-0.
gone 2-1.
Up the ticks.
Will Grigg. And a 0-0.
Yeah.
Mm.
I thought more people would go for a draw, to be honest. I'm surprised that everyone's back in Villa mostly.
Brighton, West Ham.
Oh, please, Brighton. Please.
Yeah. 2-1 Brighton.
Yeah, what the fuck I've done with this one, I don't know. 2-1 Brighton. That makes sense. Liam?
3-1 Brighton.
That makes sense as well. 2-0 from Andy. Brighton 3-1 by Liam. Why have I got this fucking 1-1? That's never been. I'm sticking with it though. I'm not going to change.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
You look a genius.
Chelsea versus Leeds. I can't wait to see what Andy's going to be on this one. I think this is going to be where Chelsea pick up that win that they've been missing for so long, and they get a 2-1. Liam, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it'll be close. Like it will be 2-1 to Chelsea.
Biscuit mush.
I was thinking that as well.
I reckon. Hey, I'm very subtle. 2-1 Chelsea as well.
2-1. 1-1 from Andy. He's got a bit.
I was thinking 1-1 as well. I was thinking 1-1.
Chelsea are pretty gutless, aren't they?
It could happen because Chelsea. Shit.
But at the same time, it could be 2-1 Leeds.
Yeah.
Definitely. Probably one of the most interesting games of the weekend. That one.
They're not going to be motivated, are they? Chelsea. You can see they're just not. They're not the races. Leeds need this. So.
Yeah, bit of fight could go there. Yeah. Wolves and Spurs. Liam, what do you think?
3-0 Spurs.
Not a bad effort. Not a bad one. Crippy, what do you think on this one?
Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Tottenham.
You think Wolves are going to bag a goal, do you?
Yeah, away from home, I always give them some credit. A little bit, yeah.
I do. I've got 2-0 Spurs on this one. Hey lads, we've got 2-1 Spurs from Andy and 2-0 Spurs from Liam.
Yeah.
All there or thereabouts, aren't we? Southampton versus Leicester.
Oh, Liam wants both teams to lose.
Everyone will be tuning in for that one at 5:30 on Saturday night, won't we?
What a weird one to pick.
Southampton are bad to watch, man. They're not good. Leicester are way better to watch, but the results are so erratic for a team that's got some genuine stars in it. It's weird.
What do you reckon, then? What's going to happen?
Well, Leicester should win, shouldn't they? But they don't win these games. That's why they're down there.
Exactly.
I'll go
1-1.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that 1-1 from Liam?
Yeah, 1-1 for Liam. I'll go 1-0 Leicester.
1-0 Leicester. I have gone 2-1 Leicester. We have 2-0 Leicester from Andy and 3-2 to Southampton. Wow. That could end up getting an honourable mention next week.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Bit hashtag. I think we can give that one a super frisky. 5 goals in that game. That is mental.
I said 5, but I didn't say 5 goals. Like, well.
5 goals and Southampton winning a game as well. That's what you don't expect.
Yeah, proper mad. Forest Everton. Right, this one. Surely, Liam. Come on.
To me, Charlie, come on. It's Forest. They're at home.
They're good. Yeah, they are.
Chris Wood Rasper from 30 yards.
No, come to me last. I want to see the last time we played Forest.
Are you pondering?
Forest. So, I can't remember the last time we played them.
I'll go 1-1. Yeah, 1-1 as well. I'll match that.
Andy's 1-1. Liam's gone 2-1 Forest. I'm backing Everton with a 1-0. So it's down to you, Liam.
Because we know that Dyche separates games based on he looks at what points are likely to come, doesn't he, in the future? So I think I'll have this one down as a probably draw.
Can win.
Yeah. But I will take a point here because Forest are good at home. You know he'll focus on
taking points already away from home. Don't really matter to me.
Exactly.
Wow. So we've won 55, lost 47, drawn 27. So I'm going like, last time we played them. No, that can't be right. Upside down. 2002.
Bloody
No, 1999. We won 2-0 away. There we go. 2-0.
We're going with 2-0. Going for a repeat.
Didn't they get relegated that season as well? I'm sure they did.
Yeah,
Forest.
Yeah.
99, yeah.
When United won the treble.
Right, Liverpool, Man United. Used to be that this was a massive fixture. Now I don't think there's going to be a lot in it.
Liverpool do this though. It's annoying. They do it against Man City as well. They'll be shit all season, but then they'll beat Man City, and it annoys the crap out of me.
Andy's back in Man United 2-1.
Nah, United, they don't win it at Anfield. I can't see it. They don't win at Anfield ever.
Well, I'm backing them 2-0.
I'm gonna back Liverpool. No, 1-1. 1-1. Sorry, 1-1. I'm a coward.
You're going 1-0.
Yeah. I'm a conscientious objector. I'm a yellow belly.
So what's yours, Liam?
2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah. So Liam knows.
It's Anfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Anfield, but Man United.
I'd love nothing more than Rashford to score straight in front of the cop end.
Give it the.
I mean, I think I would prefer Liverpool to win, obviously, because
they're not doing anything, are they? They take points off United,
Yeah, it would be nice, but
hang on, there's a comment there from Crippy. Hashtag.
Hashtag coward. Ouch. Ouch. Super coward. Brentford Fulham is our final one. Yeah, this could be a good one. Brentford Fulham, both doing
that Monday Night Football. God.
Yeah. Everyone's got to get it covered at some point, I suppose.
Barely a London derby.
Yeah, barely, yeah. I've got Fulham. No, I haven't. I'm lying. I've got 2-2 on this one.
Yeah.
2-2. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, both are capable of scoring. Brentford 1-1.
1-1.
Andy, you're going to 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1.
Didn't Ivan Toney admit guilt today as well? I'm right, I'm reading.
Did he?
For his betting charges.
So what happened?
Ivan Toney.
I haven't seen.
So if he's admitted it, what have they said what the punishment's going to be?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But I don't know whether he'll probably score the winner if he's allowed to play.
Yeah.
He'll be back. Yeah, the minute that the charges come in, he'll be banned for a long bloody time. 200 odd.
Yeah. So this is going to be his last game then. 2-0 Brentford.
2-0, both Tony.
Yeah.
It could happen. It's likely to happen, isn't it?
Because it's got here that Joey Barton was banned for 13 months, initially 18 months, but he got it reduced on appeal, so that he could literally be out for a whole year, which he will be because he's had 200 odd deaths and whatnot.
Yeah, was it 200 odd or 300 odd?
260. Yeah, 260.
That's what he's agreed to, isn't it? Or accepted.
Yeah, I'm sure he's had his friends put on even more.
Yeah.
Absolute moron.
Clump.
Anyway, unless you've thought of anything else you want to bring up before we go, I think that's it for this week, gentlemen.
Yeah. The only thing I want to add in, the last time we beat Forest, Duncan Ferguson scored twice, so it's fate.
Big dunk. What a legend. Andy's saying she's back next week. Can't wait, mate. It's going to be good to have you back on. First time we get to see your face on the intro, and then it still be here when we come back. But yep, I think that's it from all of us. So I just want to say thanks everyone for watching, and thanks for getting involved in the comments. And if you have watched this on YouTube, please hit the like buttons and share buttons and subscribe. Help us out because the algorithm is an evil bastard and we need to tame it. until next week at 8 o'clock, it's just time for me to say they think it's all over. It is now. Well, it's a catchphrase. We needed one.
I know, but